Good morning, guys. You are live with True Sports Talk. This is the second week of the podcast, first week of Alabama high school football. You know, I'm here with my guy.
What up, people?
You know, like I said, first week, high school football. Was it everything you expected?
Man, it was
No, it was a pretty hype week, pretty anticipated week. You know,
and overall, man, it was pretty good. It was everything I expected it to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams came out and showed that they was gonna be a team for the going for the gold or whatever, however you want to put it or whatever they're shooting for it. So man, let's get into some scores, man.
All right, so we was at Wetumpka Fairhope. We're gonna leave that for the last game though. That was our game of the week, Wetumpka Fairhope. We're gonna say that one for last. Get into some scores. We got Benjamin Russell from right up the road. We got Benjamin Russell and Beauregard. Benjamin Russell took that one 35-20 as I expected.
Right.
Pretty much, like I said, Benjamin Russell always have talent. They always be ranked high in the preseason polls, but they never finish. You know, that's been pretty much their reputation. You know, they really don't finish the season like they start the season, you know what I'm saying? But moving on, we had Westbrook and Kusa Sent. Westbrook took that one 35-6. We had Pelham and Calera. Pelham took that one 45-24. Right. McGill Tulin Spanish Fort. McGill Tulin took that one 48-13. Big time win. Good Hope Carbon Hill. Good Hope took that 20-12. Central went on to take Colbert County. They pulled that one off 28-14. Bob Jones. Christian Bros, I guess that's Tennessee. Guess they went out. Bob Jones went and played a team out in Tennessee. They took that one 17-16. Looked like a pretty close game. Thompson and Bullock County, 35-8. McAdory, Helen, however you want to say it, Helena, 35-14. Tallahassee took on Montgomery Catholic, 28-7. Tallahassee pulled that one off. We're going to get down and catch some Tallahassee games.
Right.
The road. I know a couple guys from playing softball and stuff. I know he got a kid that played on Tallahassee. So I'm going to go out and check them out, you know, get some highlights, see how they do out there. We had Hoover and Pinson Valley. I'm pretty sure everybody watched that on ESPN.
Yes. I tuned into that myself.
Now that is one that, you know, I didn't think was going to turn out the way it did.
I didn't think Hoover was going to come out and do what they did to Pinson Valley. When, you know, Pinson Valley guys, they have a great quarterback, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he's the number 3 pocket passing quarterback in the state.
And that's the same team Wetumpka fell short to, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
In the championship, and to come out and lose, and come out and Hoover come out.
But they don't have the same weapons.
Right.
They lost some weapons on the team, but Hoover has the number 1 receiver in the state, which is committed to Auburn, where Bo Nix is going, the quarterback for Pinson Valley. So I didn't think Hoover was going to come out and just dominate them guys like that. That was a very, very, very big surprise to me. Hoover, they have St. John's on next week. That should be a good one. Prattville, Foley. Prattville went out and handled business, 37-0. We have Stanhope and Chilton County. That is another team we're going to, in the future of the season, we're going to get out and cover some of their games. Stanhope.
Right.
They went out and beat Chilton County 46-14. We have a few. They have a running back over there. I want to say he's a junior, Trey Duncan. I've been getting calls saying this guy is running the ball pretty hard.
Pretty
So
hard runner.
yeah, so I went on. Me. I'm gonna go and do my research and see. I know of him, but I've never really been to a game and seen him play basketball. Like I say, he's a junior. This is his junior year. He did get some playing time on last year, but
right.
Your junior year, if you're not that big standout guy, your junior year is a very important year. That's the year you gotta prove. Even if you're a standout guy, you gotta prove your junior year. So I went on Huddle, looked him up. We're gonna play some of his highlights here from the other night. As you can see, the guy, he runs the ball pretty hard. You see him, you see
right, taking up the middle right there.
Yeah.
Pretty hard run. That's every bit of game, 5 yard plus.
Yeah. So, I think he had like 3, 4, I want to say 2 or 3 touchdowns on this past week.
As we see right there, he scored then.
Yeah. He get around the edge, as you're going to see later on in the film. He gets around the edge pretty well. He has nice speed and power, so as you see right there.
Yeah.
He can get to the edge, I'm going to get out and watch him. I want to see him in person. He's a downhill runner. He don't try to do too much in the backfield. He hits the hole and, gives what the defense takes him what the defense gives him pretty much.
As you can see here, he's getting to the outside. Yeah. Guys got good feet, quick feet. That's what a lot of teams look for in a running back. Downhill running, hitting the hole hard, taking it to the defense.
I think he plays defense also. See right there, he breaks a big one.
Yeah, the guy's good, so.
I think he's going to have a pretty good season. He's a decent back from film. Like I said, we're going to get out and watch him play against a more competitive team.
Right.
I want to get out of him. I know they have Prattville. They have Prattville this coming week. I'm going to see how he does against.
Yeah, that's what we see. We have
Prattville. They looks like a better team than it was last year. They came out, like I said, and routed Foley 37-0. So I think that's going to be a tougher defense, a bigger defensive line for them for him to go up against for their offensive line. They have a pretty stout guard over there. I know of LaDorian Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
His father,
right.
Derek from Elected.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Leonard, no, that's his son. I think he's a junior or senior.
I think this is senior.
So they got some big boys down there on that line. Speaking of high school football, man, we have a funny clip that I came by. I posted on the page. It kind of went viral. We got like 18.
Truuu Sports Talk clip of the week.
Oh my God, man! This is a clip of I don't know where the team is from. This lets you know
that high school football is in full effect.
I don't even know where the team is from that this guy that we're finna show you, but I found the clip. I saw the clip on Twitter. So I shared it on our Twitter page and our Facebook page, and it kind of, went viral. No, so here's the clip. I'm gonna let y'all see for yourself.
excited about his first football game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let's not forget to mention that the phone lines will be open, just like on last week. If you can see the number right across the screen right there, that's the number we will call when the phone lines open. We will let you know when they're open. Until they're open, use the chat section on the live view.
Yeah, we see y'all guys. I'm on here. You see me time and time again. I will do that.
We will interact with you. Get back into the show, yeah, man. That was great. That was pretty funny. I found the video pretty funny, man. Talk some basketball. How do you feel about Vince Carter signing back with the Hawks?
Oh, man.
What role do you think he's going to play on the Hawks? What, he's 40?
44? Something like that. Well, man, honestly, by him signing to the Hawks, I ain't really looking for him to be like a go-to guy. I'm really looking at him being like more of a mentor to the younger guys that's on the team. You know what I'm saying? Right. Vince Carter has seen his, he's still a good player, but he's seen his prime. You know, he's not the guy that he was when he first hit the league till now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like by him signing to the Hawks, he's just there pretty much to be like a mentor and give the younger guys something to look up to and show them more leadership. And because he is a champion. I think he did was on the championship. I think he won a championship.
I don't think so.
I ain't for sure, but he has been one of the dominant players, a hard go-to guy in the past. The teams I've seen, Ben Carter, he's supposed to rise. He's an explosive player, so that's all I see him doing by coming to the Hawks. Not more of a role player, nothing like that. Just more of a leadership type role.
Yeah. That's all I can see him doing too. He will be wearing number 15. His number when he was with the Raptors when he first came into the league. Moving on, Kawhi Leonard. I saw some reports on yesterday. I was on Twitter. Said Kawhi Leonard has showed interest in wanting to sign back with the Raptors on next year. Mm-hmm. Everybody, when he signed with the Raptors, everybody saying he don't want to be there and all that good stuff. Saying that he was going to take this year to show people what he was going to do, or he might not even play a game for him. He might have just played summer league or whatever, and not even play a game for the Raptors.
Right.
But now we're seeing reports saying that he's interested in, coming back to be with the Raptors on next year. What do you think, if this report is true, what do you think changed his mind about coming back to the Raptors?
Well, honestly, man, I feel with Kawhi Leonard and the type of player Kawhi Leonard is, he don't really have anything to prove to anybody. He is
but
excellent defender.
He got to show what he's he coming off that injury.
Yeah, he coming off. Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying, showing that he's healthy, full speed. So
by him coming to the Raptors and he wanted to sign again to the Raptors, it's pretty much showing him that he's not how can I say it? He's not going off what the media thinks of him or this and that and other. He's going to do what he really wants to do. And Kawhi Leonard is a quiet type of person. He's not really feeding into the media. And I really can't give you an honest answer because I really don't know, what Kawhi Leonard be thinking because he just a to himself guy. You know what I'm saying? He don't be in the media like that to be knowing pretty much what his next move is, if that makes any sense to you. You know what I'm saying? But by him coming back and saying he wants to play again, this season he'll probably come in just probably see Izzy 100% to be able to make a push for probably give them guys a run for the championship or something because he is one of the top defenders in the league. Man has the size and hands bigger than my head, so that man hands so big, bro.
Yeah. So I think it's more of a. I think he had his influences. It's internal. He's had time to get to know everyone. He's had time to, what I'm saying, get to know his teammates, get to know the coaches,
Right.
the owners, all that good stuff, and of course Drake.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's got to experience the city and see what's really, really going on. I think that kind of helped change his mind. Also, um, moving on, let's talk Urban Meyer. You feel like what they gave Urban Meyer was fair?
Well, yeah, I say it's fair. With him being a popular coach in the college realm, I feel like it is fair. A 3-game suspension. You really can't. The board did what they think was best for the team and what was best for the school. You know what I'm saying? Urban is not. He's not a bad guy, even though he did know what was going on, but he does and will be. He's a great coach, so you don't want to get rid of what got you where you at now and trying to find a new coach at the last minute. So giving him a 3-game suspension, I feel like it was fair to him. I pretty much figured what they was gonna do anyway. They weren't gonna get rid of him. That guy got you your championship. That guy got you your recruiting. That guy brings, but I feel like it is gonna stop a lot of things, and people are gonna look at him differently now. You know what I'm saying? Thinking, knowing that he knew this type of thing was going on and didn't, handle it earlier until now. I hated it had to come to this, but that's my take on this situation here with Urban Meyer.
Okay, we have some of the press conference. If you missed it, we have some of the clips of the press conference that they had explaining the suspension and all that good stuff. Here, bro. But yeah, that was some of the clip of the press conference that happened. But yeah, I feel like it was. I feel like it was. It was fair what they gave him. Um, with the suspension. The game. What effect on the game? He's out for Oregon State, Rutgers, and TCU. Do you feel like that's gonna be a big
With them playing,
effect on the team, on the season? Will those be hard games? Will those turn into hard games to win that were going to be easier games to, you know?
Well, if you have the tools and you have the guys, you have what you need to win the game. You ought to be able to do what you need to do without him being there. You know what I'm saying? That's just any situation or whatever. You don't necessarily need one certain person to say, oh, if we don't have him, we can't win the game. Even though he is the head coach, and but other than that, I feel like the guy still can come out and win those the games that they need to win without Urban Meyer being on the sideline.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, they only game that I would see them having a problem with, I would say, TCU.
TCU, yeah. TCU is they're a firehouse. I like TCU. I've been watching them guys for a while now, and every year they seem to get better and better and better. And TCU is not just a pushover, so there will be a test for those guys. TCU.
Right. Okay. We're gonna jump in and we're gonna talk UFC. UFC 229. UFC 229. My guy
McGregor coming back.
It's finally coming back to the UFC. He had went out to boxing, did his thing with Mayweather.
Yeah, man.
He lost that. I think it was a money, for the money.
It's a money thing.
Yeah,
everybody
UFC.
know that, man.
But now he's back where he belongs. In my opinion.
In the octagon.
Yeah. So he will be fighting, what is it, Khabib? However you say it.
Yeah.
I know Conor McGregor, though. October the 6th. Pay-per-view.
I'll promise you guys.
The biggest fight
goes on TST. We'll probably have that live for you guys.
Yeah.
We'll throw that to you before I let you know, but we'll probably have that fight live for you guys, so stay tuned in to TST. Make sure, since we got just a little pause and break room before we go back to Conor McGregor now, if you're on this right now while we're talking this Conor McGregor, make sure you tune in, man. You logged in right now. See, we got some viewers on. Y'all share this, like this. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends about this, comment. And like I said, we'll get back to you guys on a later date about the Conor McGregor fight, him coming back. We might have that live for you guys to watch that fight. So make sure you stay tuned in. Make sure you stay locked in to TST, man.
Right. Let's go back to high school football. Okay, here in Alabama, Thursday was the first
kickoff.
First game, kickoff. We had JD and Carter. Okay. They had an incident down there where kind of shooting. I don't think anyone was hurt or anything.
No, I don't think nobody got hurt.
But that is crazy. Like, why are we shooting at a high school football game? You have too many little kids running around. And then we have the same incident in Florida. Actually, people in Florida was injured in this incident. Two people was shot, 2 was injured, 1 was killed. So that's 3 total.
It's a high school football game, people. Like, this is what we, what I'm saying?
Send our kids to.
We send our kids to have these functions. We supposed to think that these things and these places are safe and safe zones for the kids. But now we can't even, go to a football game. It's not safe. Like,
right. And we have the report from the local news down there. We're gonna run the clip now.
One of the witnesses that we spoke to, he actually lives in this area. He says that this is the very first Raines High School football game that he's attended in his years in Jacksonville. There was a panic during the game, which we now know was the result of a fight, and that the players actually dropped to the ground. And he says that the game was over. People were leaving when shots fired in rapid succession, about 5 shots. And he tells me the shooting happened near the field house on campus, near the locker room on campus, and he gave us his immediate reaction.
Just horror. There was absolutely no reason for something like this to occur where we were. It was a game. Everybody looks forward to Friday night football in Jacksonville. It's a big deal for the kids, for the parents. It's a way for people to socialize, a way for people to let off steam, a way for people to just come together as a community. And for this to happen, it's so tragic. And it leaves me just numb and speechless.
And again, we know a total of 3 shot, 1 person killed. We're still working to potentially find who that victim may have been. As soon as we have more information on that, we'll be sure to bring it to you here and online at actionnewsjax.com. Reporting here on the north side, Ryan Nelson, CBS 47.
Yeah, that was the local news report from out Florida. That is crazy, man. I hope we don't have any more incidents like that nowhere.
No, man. Put
In
down
state,
the
out of
guns,
state.
man.
Nowhere.
Put down the guns, people. We don't need that type of stuff going on, especially at the high school. These are kids playing. These are your brothers, your sisters, and they cheerleaders, the band. You got little kids coming. You got kids running around everywhere, people. So, man, let's put all that nonsense to the side, man. Go out and have a good time and watch your people play. These young guys out there putting their hearts out on the line for you guys every Friday. And you messing it up for them. It's not, you ain't hurting us. You're hurting them. You know what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, let's put down the guns, people.
Let's talk tennis. Let's talk Serena Williams. I saw a report that the French Open Foundation has banned Serena Williams. If you've been watching the French Open, I want to say Serena won the French Open, or about to, or close to winning. I haven't been paying attention to it. But I did see this report saying that the black suit, and just in case you haven't been watching it, this is the black suit that she's worn during the French Open. They're banning that suit. They're saying that she cannot wear it anymore, saying that it's disrespectful to the foundation, saying
I don't
that
understand what's disrespectful about a Nike suit.
it's because it's, as you can see, it's tight fit, and you know she has curves. She's, you
Yeah,
know,
they jealous. That's all
she's
that
built
is.
like no other. You know what I'm saying?
Tennis
So
player that's playing.
yeah, so they're banning this suit. You know, she's just came out of dealing with being drug tested the most. That was the last story
Right.
that she just came out of, being drug tested the most. She's the most drug tested athlete it is, I want to say. How do you feel about them? Do you feel like they're picking on her, or do you feel like it's appropriate what they're doing? How do you feel about it?
It's not appropriate what they're doing. They're doing it out of spite, how I feel, because they've been doing it so long to this lady. Like you said, that she's one of the most drug tested person in the sports industry. Like, I don't understand, but you can't, why you keep drug testing? She done proved you time and time again that she's not taking drugs. She's just a dominant tennis player, point blank period. And she can't, and really, she still in her prime. She can't be beat. So that's just the thing to try to throw her off her game and make her, probably throw some, make her feel like, what she's doing is wrong when she knows she's not doing anything wrong. Serena been wearing, saying things like this since she's been playing tennis,
Well, she wore they wore skirts or whatever.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But think about it. She has, like you said, curves, and the skirts are more, that's more, if you want to say anything, I'd rather her wear that than the skirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to make her not wear something, but see, that's just something to make her, just throw her off her game, and, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. That don't even worry about it.
Okay, another funny report that I had seen. The Steelers are having to someone build a plastic, forgot how tall it is, a plastic wall, a big wall around the practice field to avoid people flying drones in recording their practices.
They're doing that.
Yeah, I'm guessing, I don't know if they had a problem with that, or I don't know, I've never heard of that happening or someone getting caught doing that.
Are these drones coming from different teams trying to
I don't
these
know.
are
Like I said, I've never
crazy
saw.
fans that just can't get in that wants to be inside.
I don't know. I've never, like I said, I never saw reports of this happening. But yeah, the Steelers are building a wall to
keep the drones out.
Yeah, say to keep drones out of the practice. A plastic wall. I want to see this wall. I feel like it's a waste of money.
Building plastic.
Right, building a wall. I think it's a waste of money. Let's talk some fantasy football. This is something we've never done. This is something new. I've participated in some fantasy football leagues on Yahoo. I did with a sports group that I have on Facebook. The sports trash talk group. I want to say that's how you say it. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the group, man. That is one of the best groups on social media. Need to join it. Shout out to Chuck. That's the guy that started it. Shout out to all the people that helped run it. What we're gonna do? I have, according to ESPN, I have the top fantasy players at the running back position, wide receiver, tight end, quarterback position. I'm gonna give you those names. You pick your team. Okay?
Give me those names, pick my team. Okay.
Your names, pick your team. I want you to pick, just one of each.
One guy from each section?
Yeah. Who would be, out of these top, who would you go with to start your team? Okay. It's top 4 players to start your team from these positions.
Gotcha.
All right. Running, we're gonna start with quarterbacks. We have Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Carson Wentz, Russell Wilson, or Deshaun Watson.
I'm gonna have to take Aaron Rodgers.
Going Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers.
It's Justin. Aaron Rodgers, Justin. Okay. Let's go to the running back position. Mm-hmm. We got Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley, David Johnson, Ezekiel Elliott, or Alvin Kamara.
I would have to take. Might take Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. Okay. Receivers. Have Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Andre Hopkins, Odell Beckham, or AJ Green. AJ Green. I already know who you going.
Yeah, I got to go with he built by balance. I got to go with my boy Julio Jones on that one. Off the top.
Tight end. Ron Gronkowski, Travis Kelce. I don't know how to say that. Zach Ertz.
Give me Ron.
Rob. Me, I'm gonna go with Rob Gronkowski, tight end. Quarterbacks, I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna go with Tom Brady. Quarterbacks. Julio Jones, Joe Pitt. I'm going Odell. Gotta go with Odell. Running backs, I'm going Ezekiel Elliott. Running backs.
That's your 4.
Go. Ezekiel Elliott.
That's a good 4 now. I can't argue with you there, but I mean, I got a good core too. So.
Yeah, pretty good team. I think I'm gonna get more involved in fantasy football. It seems fun. Something I never did. Okay, now we're gonna talk some baseball. For my baseball fans, we're gonna run down some scores for the path from yesterday.
Yeah, we're gonna run some scores from baseball from yesterday, man. Just a couple scores. The Yankees played yesterday. Their final over the Orioles was 10-3. The Reds and the Cubs played that game there. The final Cubs won that 10-6 over the Reds. The Giants and the Rangers. Giants take that 5-3. The Mets and the Nationals. The Mets take that over the Nationals 3-0. Blue Jays and the Phillies. Blue Jays take that over the Phillies 8-6. The Rays and the Red Sox. Rays over Red Sox 5-1. White Sox over Detroit Tigers. That game was 6-1. White Sox win that. I think that was pretty much. I got a couple more. The Marlins and the Braves. Marlins beat the Braves 3-1. The Indians and the Royals 7-1. Royals win that game. That's just a couple of scores, man, from baseball. So man, we know. Oh! Sorry about that. Had a little, what you want to call it, a little studio malfunction. So bear with us for a second. Anyway, that was a couple of games, man, while my partner handled that situation. Sorry about that, guys.
Our monitor almost fell, guys.
Yeah, we can't break that. But yeah, that was a couple baseball scores for you baseball fans out there. We're gonna keep you updated on those games and games for that goes on through the season. I think we're finna run a clip. As you can see.
Okay. We're going to jump into our game of the week. High school football. Again, we want to apologize for that pause. You know, we had some technical difficulties there. Then we had our monitor almost
fell on the ground, so we
had to say that.
So
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, we're going to jump into we talking Fair Hope. That game, you know, we had the showcasing of Taekwon Ross at the quarterback position. I was there. The guy did good. He did decent. That read option is natural to him.
Right.
He seems to, you know, he's an athlete. Like I told everyone. Everybody was so panicky. I was telling them the kid is an athlete. Like I said, I told him the only thing that would hold him back, he just had to learn the offense and get used and confident in playing the position. He done pretty good. He threw 2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
One was a pass that he shouldn't even thrown. He was getting hit and he just took it and slung it up. The other one, he eyed his receiver for 7 minutes. 7 seconds, I want to say. He just stared him down, and that's how he threw that interception. We have some clips from Friday night game. We're going to run on our coverage here. So it's cheerleaders just kind of excited for the first down. Yeah, here we go. This is the beginning of the game. Like I said, that read option, he reads it natural. He gets in the open field. He's not your fastest guy, but he gets into the open field. You're not, here it is again, same play. You see that linebacker. He read that linebacker all the way. They went straight for the jet sweep, and he just, keeps it. Like I said, naturally reads it. Here we go. Here they throw a tunnel screen. Boom. These guys have some weapons. They have like 4 or 5 great weapons on offense. This is Malik Davis right here. Pretty fast guy. He runs the ball also. Not to mention E.J. Rogers. You see how he's getting down the field blocking. That is a big part around tunnel screen, as you see here. He's trying to lead his guy in the end zone. Right. That's great. They have the weapons. Here we go, another play here.
Wow.
Taekwon into the edge. Almost scored there.
Oh, they have some excellent blocking
right.
up front. I'm noticing that right now. Guys are really
Yeah, they got some meat on their front line.
guys are meeting their guys off the line.
That
Getting
is
push.
D'Angelo Jones scoring the first touchdown for Wetumpka. That guy's a 2-3 yard machine, man. You get third and short. Hey, give it to him. Here's Fairhope. You know, that swing play getting to the edge was working for both teams. As you can see there, they gashed Wetumpka with it right there. That's my guy, Darian Nolan for Wetumpka. That's that screenplay again.
Good stop on the Indians right
That's the
there.
guy, Darian Nolan again. That guy flies to the ball. He got to work on wrapping up. He made some plays. He could have made a lot more plays if he had just wrapped up. He hit you hard. Right there's Taekwon. He was trying to find a big play. He should have just stepped up in the pocket. He bailed out too early. He should have just stepped up and stayed in there. He had a guy running down the sideline wide open. I wish I could have got that part on film. This is him right here getting into the open field. You see the guy, he's elusive.
Yeah,
Boom.
he's a nifty kid. Good guy.
Had a couple plays.
The man's an athlete.
Yeah. Here it is again. Put it in slow motion for you this time. Like, the kid he's an athlete, man. He had a lot of plays get called back, penalties holding. Wetumpka had more yards and penalties than he did in offense. So he made one guy miss. 2, 3.
Like he hurt his ankle and he's fell.
And he just cruises in the end zone, you know. He's not as quick as JD, but once he get in the open field, he's just as elusive. Here's that interception right there. That's the one that he just eyed down he just looked at him the whole time. No, and the linebacker just side on it.
All right.
This is his guy, Terrence Thomas. He's gonna be good. He runs the ball like a madman. He runs the ball hard. He runs the ball just like that every time. Here's Taekwon, the read option again. I just said it's natural. It's hard to tackle. Just cruises in the end zone.
Cruising in the end zone.
You know, one
Makes it
man
look easy.
he breaks
Makes it look
tackles.
easy.
Yeah, breaks tackles. That was Pennsylvania's touchdown. Tell you that screen, that little swing route was working for him. This is a reverse EJ to Taekwon on the pass, wide open. Yeah, Wetumpka was running trick plays and everything. Friday, see it again here. He had to break a tackle. That was a great play by EJ.
Yeah.
That was a great play.
Great awareness.
Yeah,
Get
great
up
play
out,
by EJ.
get out of trouble.
This is Taekwon stepping up. He should have done that earlier. So he hit the guy in stride, right in his hands. It's him again running it. Bouncing off tackles.
Bouncing off tackles. The guy's big. Man's a big guy. Gotta think about it. This guy played defense last year, so he like contact.
Fairhope scoring again right there. This is got Trey Jones. Athletic play, interception off the tip. Yeah, so, you know, it was a pretty good game, man. That's a pretty good game.
Right.
You actually see on the highlights, it's stuff they got to clean up. Defense played good. They played a great game. They played a good game. Like I said, Taekwon got some things he needs to clean up. He needs to get more comfortable in the pocket. That will come with experience and just doing it enough. You know what I'm saying? Just doing it enough. So, it's just little things.
Small things. The guy's good, man. The guy's bouncing off tackles, and like I said, I mentioned earlier, you got to think about the guy that's coming off defense. So contact with him is nothing. Like he absorbs contact because he was given contact last year. Like so, you got to. It's not easy. It's not gonna be easy getting this guy to the ground. It's not gonna be easy. So the guy's bouncing off tackles. The guy's getting up. His feet is good. You know, he can pass the ball. Like I said, he needs to work on certain things to get his game the way he needed to be. But other than that, the guy's good, man.
Yeah. So I'm saying he's gonna have to. I'm saying they're gonna have to make these adjustments before the 4th week.
Right.
Going in to play Opelika. They have him at home, so that will be an advantage to him. He don't have to worry about the crowd or the home field advantage. You have all that on your side going in to play Opelika, a team that's beaten you 2 years in a row off silly mistakes.
Nail biters.
Clock management. Awareness. Ball IQ. You can't let it happen again.
Right.
So I think he needs to. They already have things to work on. Him not being ready does not need to be another obstacle
reason,
that they need to get by. He needs to be ready. And what I mean by ready, I mean ready to throw the ball. As you seen when he threw that interception, it had some zip on it.
Oh, yeah.
He has it on. You just seen he threw the 40+ yard pass.
Mm-hmm.
But he has accuracy, but he has to get comfortable throwing the ball. He got to get comfortable in the pocket. He got to sit there on the throw run that he did throw. He scrambled a little, then he got his eyes back downfield, which is a great play, great awareness play. So some little things that you got to clean up. Another clip I want to show you. The top receiver in the state, as you know, played for Hoover, which is going to Auburn. We was able to find some clips from him on yesterday. I want to just show you. This guy had a heck of a game yesterday. Pickens, I want to say his name is Pickens, his last name. This guy had a hell of a game. Rest some clips on him, man. Like you gonna remember when you got Duke Williams, I want to say his name was.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be good for Auburn. It's gonna be real good for Auburn. I think he's gonna feel real good in their scheme. And right now we want to take the time and we're gonna open up these phone lines.
We're gonna open up these phone lines, guys. The number is on the screen. So if you want to call in, want to talk to us, you want to talk about what we have talked about, comments, anything, man, the numbers on the screen. So we're going to have it open for, I'm going to say, about 5-10 minutes. Give you guys a chance to call in, talk to us, give you comments and remarks on what we have talked about today, guys.
Yeah, like I was saying, the guy's gonna be good for Auburn. He reminds me of the guy, what's his name, Duke Williams. Like I said, Duke Williams that played with Auburn. I want to say his name was. He was a big receiver, could run, all that. That's who he reminds me of. He's gonna be real big time for Auburn.
All right. While we're waiting on these phone lines, man, what is your expectation of these high school season and this college season kicking off, man? We really haven't got into the college season yet. We had a few games yesterday. Big Ten colleges next Saturday.
It's gonna be exciting. expecting a few blowouts, but not many.
Right.
I'm expecting some, great football, SEC ball, Big Ten ball, Pac-10 ball. It's gonna be very competitive area. It's gonna be,
Yeah, it's gonna be very competitive, man. Same thing.
SEC talk. I think SEC talk, like always, is gonna come down determined to the Iron Bowl. Well, SEC championship. I think Georgia and Alabama's going back to the SEC championship.
Right.
I think Michigan in the Big Ten. I want to say Michigan this year will beat Ohio State. They will make that. They'll beat Ohio State. They will beat the Penn States. I think Michigan will finally get over their hump and make some noise this year. They make noise, but they always had that defense, but never had a good offense.
Right.
It says Shea Patterson there. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Michigan's offense does what it has to do and get the job done this year. Back to the SEC. It's gonna be Bama at the top, Georgia at 2.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Auburn at 3. Mississippi State at the 4. And just say Tennessee 5. We're gonna say in the SEC, like overall SEC overall conference. SEC is gonna be very competitive.
Oh yeah, it's always is.
And I see a lot of freshmen play.
Oh yeah.
Everybody got big time recruits. We're gonna see some freshmen get put on that big stage and have to prove themselves. The guy that went to Clemson, he's from Central High School, Justin Ross. The guy is a big body receiver. He can catch the football. He can make those spectacular plays, those catches. So he's gonna be someone else that we're gonna be watching to see,
what his next level is gonna be.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna come in and dominate. We're gonna see a lot of freshmen come in and have to contribute now. Like the Henry Ruggs and the, like they did in the Tua Tagovailoas, and they're gonna have to contribute early, and we're gonna see that from a lot of different teams,
Right.
not just one team like Alabama or you know what I'm saying. We're gonna see this from a lot of different teams. A lot of different teams are gonna have to use freshmen to play, and they're gonna have to play big roles to get them to if they're trying to win a championship.
Right.
Yeah. So
Again, guys, phone lines are open. Probably gonna have them open about another 5 minutes. Give you guys a little more time to call in, talk to us before we end the broadcast.
yeah. So that's my take on it. That's my take on it. How you feel? What do you think the shakeup will be in the SEC? Who will go down first in the SEC?
In the top 5 that you just named?
Yeah. Not saying out of the top teams that are gonna be competing, like Auburn, Bama, Georgia is gonna be there. Florida is expected to pick it up. LSU is expected to pick it up. Out of those teams, who do you think will fall?
The team I think will fall first.